everyone. This is Doug Davis with Coranby Realty, broker in charge, and here with another session of Ask Doug. So I've got a good one today. This is interesting. Let me read you this bulletin. It's clear that consumers are concerned about how quickly home values are rising. Many people feel the speed of appreciation may lead to a crash in prices later this year. In fact, Google reports that the search for when is the housing market going to crash has actually spiked 2,450% over the past month. Well, clearly people are worried. That's a big chunk of fear there. And I don't know, is that another format of what goes up will go down? Or is it the little children's story of Chicken Little, the sky is falling? So let me answer this. I've gone through a number of cycles in my real estate career. And if you look at a graph of home values over the decades, let me show you a kind of a cartoon format here, where you see this is the Hawaii graph basically of a stair step going ever up, but up, pause, and keeps on going. So our market is fairly stable in Hawaii and has been that way at least through my career. So last 40 years, 50 years, it's been doing this stairway. So I think there's a number of sayings that I say to people when they're worried about the market. And if you bought something here 200 years ago, it'd be pennies. And it just keeps on going up. So my dad used to say I used to buy a cup of coffee for 5 cents, and now you can get coffee for $6, $6.50. So it just keeps on going. So I've weathered the 1980 prime rate spike of 20%. That's when you could get a 30-year mortgage for 25%. And look what happened. We've gone up. Then we had the Japanese bubble in the late 80s, and then the bubble burst and it flattened here like that stair step that I showed you. And then we had the 2007, 2008 junk bond, junk everything that imploded. And that was a pretty bad one. Well, they're all bad. But in Hawaii, that just equated to up, pause, up, pause, up, pause. That's the stairway. So another thing that I say is our world population going down? Well, no. People are having 3 babies or more, and it just keeps on going. So that equates to scarcity, more housing needs, and it just keeps on going. And then we can look at it another way. We've been in Hawaii appreciating about 4 to 5% for the last 9 years or so. So let's just do a little calculation to see how the numbers sneak up on you. So back in, 9 years ago, the median price was about $620, $630, something like that. So let's do $630 and add 5%. And I'm just going to go through the numbers quickly. So each number is the next year. So that's 5% on 630 is 661, plus 5%, that's 694, 729, 766, 804, 844, 886, 930, which is basically where we're now. That's 9 years. So 5% on $1 million is rather substantial, and that's, I think, what people are feeling. So all of these points, babies, coffee, appreciation, stair steps, all show the market marching on. and moving forward. And we've even weathered things like 9/11 and now COVID, and we're still marching forward. So I don't see the crash. That's my crystal ball, but we could always go flat like it has every cycle. So I just don't think the cycle's anywhere near finishing, because now we're awash with cash throughout the world since we printed so much. And one last thing, the market seemed to be tempered and slow down when investors have to pay too much out of pocket for the negative cash flow when they rent it. So the rents temper the appreciation. So rents have to go up to be able to pay for these higher prices. Of course, right now, the interest rates are so extremely low that you can buy higher prices, and you don't have to, we have to wait for the rents to go up. And I think they will. The number of available rentals on Oahu has been shrinking. I don't think we've reached the tipping point, but that's coming pretty soon, because every month it's going down like 90 units, 100 units per month, less available properties to rent. So that will cause the scarcity pretty soon. So, and one more thing, how much did your folks pay for their home? I mean, it's so low. I mean, people were buying homes in Manoa for $12,000, $20,000, $30,000. You can't get that anymore. So people may be worried about it, but the market's slow to respond to things, and I think we've got quite some distance to go in this market yet for appreciation. And in fact, appreciation is increasing. We're passing that 5% right now. So hope that helps allay some fears some of you have, but this was sent to me from someone wanting to know my thoughts on that, and there you go. All right, everyone, another session of Ask Doug, and love your questions. Keep them coming.